Radio up and the blinds pulled down. You love it when nobody's around. I wanna call out my town, but you bite my lip, don't make a sound. I'll be damned if I'm leaving without you.
前の運賃箱に見てください。運賃は車内掲示の運賃表で確か
So give me a minute to catch my breath. Take what's yours, I'll take what's left. I'm used to coming up as a second best. Always fail to pass the test. I'll be damned if I'm leaving without you.
ください。
はい。
大丈夫ですか？ อ่ะ
Thank
と地酒の